morning from the sports desk. We're going to try again and pick up on that conversation with South African golfer Dean Burmester, who claims the 86th PGA Championship at St. Francis over the weekend. A very good morning to you, Dean. I do hope that you can hear me now. You've come so close to winning this trophy over the years, but this time you've actually managed to do it. What has the difference been?
Yeah, thanks, Nandya. Sorry, I don't know what happened that last time, but yeah, I suppose I just had my second little boy, and that kind of puts things in perspective, doesn't it? So I went in there with very little expectation, although I knew I was playing quite well. But yeah, I was just so happy that it was down the road. I live down in George, and it was a 3-hour drive to St. Francis, and when I saw it on the schedule, I knew it would be a great event to get me started back into the swing of things before I came back out here to Dubai. So I'm very glad that I was able to put my name on that trophy. It was absolutely amazing. It was ecstatic. So yeah, very, very, very cool.
Congratulations on the new addition to your family, Dean. So when you go into a competition like that, do you have to change your game plan, or do you just stick to your game plan, to the original game plan?
Well, no, just kind of stick to the same thing. I knew we didn't have too much wind, so the scoring was going to be pretty low. So I knew I had to get off to a good start, starting 3 behind, and that's exactly what I managed to do. So I was really excited to be able to do that and put the guys under pressure early. And then, yeah, luckily once I was on top, nobody came running at me. So it was just kind of that back nine on Sunday, a little bit of nerves. Hadn't won in South Africa in quite a few years, so I really wanted to get that done. And yeah, a little bit of a hiccup on 17, but it was a great way to finish on 18. Making that long putt for birdie down the loss was not only great for me, but I think it was great for the tournament, and it'll put it in good stead for the future.
It's been a very big year for you, Dean. You also won your second European Tour title in May in Tenerife. What is your assessment of the form that you are in at the moment? Do you think this is the best form of your career?
Well, I've had a couple of good runs in the past, 2015, 2016, and then 2017. Were all 3 years were pretty good for me. But yeah, it's certainly up there with some of the best form I've played. I'm playing a lot more consistent golf now, so I'd like to kick on now and hopefully keep that up and try and get into this world's top 50 so that I can go and play at the Masters and complete a childhood dream of mine of being able to compete there and hopefully come the 31st of December, it would be nice to get that little letter in the mail.
Yeah. All right. So November is a big month in terms of the season opening, Joburg Open, which is opening the 2022 European Tour Open. So looking at the Joburg Open that's taking place this month, would you say that after winning the PGA Championship, has it put you in better stead in terms of preparing and motivation?
I definitely think so. It's always a nice thing to start the season, the European Tour season back home in South Africa. I feel like, the South African golfers have quite an advantage, leading into those events. And, Joburg Open at Rand Park, at the city of Joburg, we've played there a few years now. I've come to like the course Firethorn. So, yeah, I'm quite excited to go around there and see what I've got. Yeah. And, that being the first one, and then the next 2 after that also in South Africa. So the first 3 tournaments, I'd like to think that hopefully I can get my hands on another trophy in one of those 3 for sure.
And then just very lastly, Dean, I know that tomorrow you're beginning playing in the Pro-Am in Dubai. What are you expecting and how are you going to deal with the conditions?
Well, we'll just have to wait and see what the golf course holds. I haven't played this golf course here at Jumeirah. I've only played the other one where we play next week for the DP World Final. But I'll go out there tomorrow in the Pro-Am and assess what the golf course is like. But from what I've heard, it's right up my street, and hopefully if the form continues like it did last week, we should be in with a chance come Sunday.
All right, let's leave it there, and a huge well done once again on winning that 86th PGA Championship. That was Dean Burmester chatting about what has been a very successful year.